Hello and welcome to another Project Falcon Punch discussion video. This one's a little bit different though, as we're going to be doing our most anticipated games of 2019. And by we, I mean a bunch of guests that I've had come on to do their top 5 video games of 2018, and I've asked them to do their 2019 most anticipated game as well. We're only 2 videos into these top 5, so there's way more to come. There's actually a total of 9, so I look forward to them. But I'm mainly doing this video now so it doesn't become too dated, because there's a couple of games that are kind of out right now. So there's a few people on this list that you may not be aware of. Descriptions are down below for everyone in this video, but to summarize, basically you've got Jack from Jakstalgia coming back, also Scott aka OrangeRakoon, got Liam Robertson on here, obviously got myself, Dan, Andrew as well, Alex from the channel, and also some of my friends as well, including my friend Ben, Steve and Andy. Again, you'll see all their individual top 5 lists coming soon, so I hope you look forward to that. But in the meantime, here's this video because it's, you know, almost February and I want to get this out. So without further ado, we'll just go straight into the first pick, which is from Jack, so take it away, Jack.
Most anticipated, like, no question, Animal Crossing. We know nothing about the game. We got, like, we got, like, a teaser that just showed, like, Animal Crossing 2019, but I'm so ready, dude.
Yeah, I'm a big Animal Crossing fan, and I feel like I love New Leaf. There's no asterisks on that. I love New Leaf, I guess, but I just, I think at the time I was like, I'm happy with New Leaf. That was a good enough game. I got my Animal Crossing fix for a few years, but I feel like now is the time I'm like, yeah, I'm itching for a new Animal Crossing, like, proper new Animal Crossing.
I've done everything in New Leaf that I'd want to do, so like I'm ready for one. And I'm kind of like an odd one in terms of like the Animal Crossing fan. I prefer Animal Crossing on consoles just because I prefer to like sit back on a big screen and play it. I enjoyed the original and I enjoyed City Folk. And Wild World and New Leaf I probably played the least out of, just because I don't find it as comfortable to be like punched over like a small screen.
Yeah, I can actually agree with that in some senses. I did also play a lot of the Wii version actually. You got the best of both worlds with this one because it's both handheld and
exactly
console.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like the perfect console for Animal Crossing because it suits both people. It suits people who'd rather play it on a TV, and it suits people who'd rather play it handheld.
So we haven't seen anything yet, but what new aspects would you like to be added?
I don't know. I think about this constantly. Well, City Folk's whole gimmick was the city. New Leaf's whole gimmick was you're the mayor. What else can they do? Are you gonna be like the prime minister or the president of like a whole like like a whole like Animal Crossing country? Like, I don't know what they could add that could like distinguish this from past entries in the series, besides like just adding new villagers, adding new...
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's maybe the reason why it's taken them this long to make a true sequel to New Leaf.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. One thing I think they probably will focus on is I think they'll flesh out the Town Works projects. I think they'll do more with that. One thing, the biggest feature I want them to expand upon is the online component of it. While Animal Crossing is mainly a single player focused game, I feel like it excels more when you're able to like share your town or share what your house looks like with friends. But the online has always felt half-baked in my opinion. So I think it'd be really cool, especially since the Switch has like paid online and they're putting more of a focus online, if they like really drove home the online aspect of the new Animal Crossing.
Yeah, because I feel like the online aspect of most Animal Crossings is come to my town, have a look at it, okay, and you can't really do anything in it.
There needs to be like mini games you can do. There was kind of mini games in New Leaf, but they weren't that great in my opinion. But yeah, they need more like activities to do with friends and just like more of a reason to actually play with friends. Cause like, I don't know, it's fun just like sharing what you've made your town look like and what you made your house look like with friends. But other than that, there's not really much to the online.
I think my most anticipated, there's several indie games I'm really looking forward to, but I'm going to pick out Ooblets.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've followed any development of.
I've heard of it, but I have to Google it because I can't remember what it is.
It's this really cute looking PC game which is basically a cross between Pokemon and Animal Crossing.
Right, yep.
Everything I've seen about it, it just looks adorable, and those two things feel like they make for the perfect combination. The daily Animal Crossing joyous life combined with collecting lots of little cute friends to follow you around. It's not going to be a big blockbuster of next year, but it's one of those games that I've just been looking at ever since I heard about it and just waiting for it to come out. So I'm hopeful that's going to arrive.
Whereabouts did you hear about it in the first place then?
I'm not actually sure where I first heard about it. It might have been in a copy of Edge, because I think it's been hyped up there before.
That was definitely a left field there, Scott. I'm not going to lie, I didn't expect that.
Well, yeah, I thought it would be more interesting than saying like, oh, I hope The Last of Us 2 comes out this year. It might not even come out this year. Hopefully it does.
I'm very hopeful that does come out this year. I know that you're a big Last of Us fan like myself.
Yeah.
That part of me is just like, oh, it might get delayed again.
Death Stranding definitely won't be coming out this year.
No, it won't. There's a bunch of games I'm looking forward to, but I don't think they're coming out this year. There's like Death Stranding, Last of Us Part 2, Metroid Prime 4, and Bayonetta 3. There's like those 4 games. Like, Last of Us 2 maybe come out this year, but the other 3, there's no chance.
No. We'll hopefully get more reveal of them, especially Metroid Prime.
Yeah, hopefully at E3, I imagine, yeah.
Just another logo.
Another logo. This time you have the subtitle.
I wouldn't put it past them.
See, my anticipated game is not an Xbox game. It's actually a PlayStation game.
Oh,
and it's Days Gone.
Converted.
Well, I was looking at Xbox exclusives and I was a bit like, there's nothing really jumping out at me. And then I looked at the PlayStation and I was like, Days Gone. I completely forgot about that game with one of the zombies.
It's interesting you say that because I feel like the consensus of this game is people were just like, looks alright, I guess.
They've released a new trailer which I was watching yesterday.
I saw that, yeah.
And it really looks good. I mean, it might not be, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
But I do also have 2 other games that are definitely on my most anticipated as well, which is Resident Evil 2,
yep,
which is obviously out, and there's another zombie. Actually, these are all zombie games actually, and World War Z.
Oh, is that out this year?
It's meant to be. It might not come out this year. I've been watching videos every
Yeah.
so often, but I can't actually remember who is making that game. But I feel like the footage I watched of it just looks crazy, just seeing like thousands of zombies just running at you.
Because that's kind of like the hook for Days Gone. Is it's
Yeah.
that initial E3 reveal? I think it was E3 when they first revealed it.
Yeah, when he's in that little kind of
barn.
and
Yeah,
when these
and he goes on top and there's like huge zombies that are just like falling about and everything. I'm interested because it's Sony Bend, and Sony Bend have made good games in the past. They've been making this game years and years though, because they're not a huge studio, I don't think.
Yeah, because I completely forgot about this game because it was shown off last year, wasn't it? In 2018, I think.
Yeah,
wasn't it? That's when
yeah.
they really started showing it off.
2017.
Is it 2017?
Yeah.
And I thought, this game looks good. And then basically I hadn't seen anything about it since. And then I was kind of like, the new trailer for it. And I was like, oh yeah. And I kind of looked at it and I was like, I completely forgot about this game.
Because I'd say Sony's first party developers have been on a bit of a roll recently with like Spider-Man, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. There's been a few games in the last year or so that they've released that have been really well received.
Yes.
Perfect. Just perfect.
What's yours, Steve?
Ben's gonna probably laugh. Division 2.
Yeah, that is why. Of all the games.
Because it looks awesome.
You love the
It's
first
in
one.
Washington, yeah, it looks awesome.
So the thing is, Ben, when you played Division 1, you played it on your Jack, because you bought it later on than me and Steve. So me and Steve, we played the hell out of that game, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And apparently, I've heard a few people have played like the alpha or beta, and it's been getting quite good feedback. It sounds like whatever Ubisoft's feedback was on the initial one, they've actually changed a lot of it. The guns, and obviously you've got the new perks per character and so on. I think the trailer, or I don't know if you've seen the firefight around Air Force One, I think it is, or a big plane that's crashed in Washington. It looks awesome. It looks absolutely awesome. But generally, no, I think that'll be a good game. I like the first one a lot. Didn't like, is it the Red Zone or the Dead Zone or the?
I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't mind it.
It was the PvP thing.
Yeah, I
basically.
didn't mind it because you felt really on edge when you're in there.
Sure.
But when you're out in the open and you're PvE and you're running around these streets, I think quality place to have it set initially.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Washington will match that, but only time will tell.
It's in the summertime, I think, or at least it's not in the winter now. It's just not snow.
No, which I might miss because I did like the snow kind of factor. With it all. I think it looks awesome. And Ubisoft have had a good couple of games recently, like for the last Far Cry.
Yeah, they're making a bit of a comeback, aren't
Did
they?
you like the last Far Cry? Most people find it
I
disappointing.
haven't played it, but I know a friend has played it, and they kind of rated it quite highly. And the Assassin's Creed's been kind of picking up a little bit.
Yeah. For me, I feel like this is probably going to be what Destiny 2 was to Destiny 1. Like, it's going to be...
Yeah, I don't think there'll be huge leaps and bounds, but I think there'll be enough to keep people enticed in it, initially.
And just maybe like iron some of the edges over. I can't remember exactly the things I didn't like about Division 1 they could improve, but I just remember thinking it was basically a third-person shooter version of Destiny, pretty much. And I know you love your Destiny.
I do.
Karpinski, it's the Division.
Alright, let me just talk to this guy.
Glad to see
Last of Us 2, probably. There's so many games I want, and it's so hard to pick out one, but I'm going to go Last of Us 2, just because I enjoyed number 1 so much.
Yeah.
Top 5 games ever.
A very pretty game as well.
Very pretty game. The online is really good and was really underrated and kind of overlooked by a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree. I know that you played quite a fair bit of it, actually. Have you looked at much of the E3 footage, or the game in general?
The
trailers, yeah.
What, sorry, Last of Us 2?
Yeah, you, Steve, referring to the one where it's Ellie, where she... You don't give me that fucking eyebrow. Where she goes underneath the truck.
But no, yes, that was a good trailer.
Good trailer.
Good trailer. It's interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah, Ben, you're just mainly looking forward to just more of that
story.
Yeah,
I want to know the story, obviously.
I want to know where the hell Joel is.
Yeah, is he
Joel
alive?
is not in any of the trailers. He was in the initial trailer, but it kind of looks like he wasn't really...
dead.
Never really... Well, that's the thing. He might have died since the first
Hopefully
one.
he isn't dead.
I don't think he'll be dead.
He's kind of like an on-par character with Nathan Drake, I think.
Yeah, but he's like way more gritty and shitty. He's like Nathan. He's like Nathan Drake if Nathan Drake went through I guess an apocalypse. Like all the fun of Nathan Drake was just sucked out of him to make. But then again, spoilers for Last of Us Part 1 at the beginning. His daughter died in his arms.
So you're gonna be pretty aggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
There's 4 games that I'm looking forward to, but I said to you before the podcast, I don't think that any of them are coming out in 2019.
Okay, go
Metroid
on,
Prime 4 is one of them. That's not coming out this
Nope.
year.
Nope.
Another one is Bayonetta 3. That's not coming out this year. I don't think so anyway. I could be wrong.
Probably not, no.
Death Stranding. That's probably not coming out this year, even though there's rumours of it actually might do.
Don't know about that one.
The one game that I think could still be pushed to 2020, but I'm holding out hope that it's not, is The Last of Us Part 2.
I don't know either. That feels like a game that could slip. It's pretty slippy, that one.
Totally. Like, I feel like, apart from Metro Prime 4, all these games that I just said, I think have a possibility of coming in 2019, but they have a bigger possibility of coming out in 2020. The reason why I've got Last of Us Part 2 here is I think it's, out of those games I've mentioned, it's the one we've seen the most of gameplay-wise, and the story is enticing enough as a person who loved The Last of Us, favourite PS3 game, my favourite game of 2013. I love Naughty Dog, as you know. I grew up playing the Crash games, grew up playing the Jack and Daxter games. I love Uncharted. Uncharted 4 was my favourite game of 2016. For me, Naughty Dog, they just bang out these amazing single-player experiences, character-driven gameplays experiences as well, that I want to see where they go next with The Last of Us as a game world. There's a bunch of characters that I love. We're playing as Ellie as she's older now. Is Joel in this game? I don't know. Is he dead? I don't know. I just like the fact that they've given us a few story teasers of what they're doing with some of these characters, and yet we don't actually know anything about the overall plot, which is so enticing because Naughty Dog like to throw a spanner in the works in the first hour of the game. I love the Uncharted games. They do characters so well. It's why I always feel like the Tomb Raider reboot tried to ape that, and gameplay wise I think that it's on par in a lot of ways with Uncharted, but just character wise it's just like, do you remember any characters from those games? No. You remember Lara Croft because of who she is as an icon, a gaming icon. And with Uncharted there's just a whole abundance of just characters. Same with The Last of Us as well. They're a lot less jovial and a lot less happy, and I thought that Last of Us 1 was depressing. This game looks even more gruesome and depressing, to be honest. I don't mind that. Like, I sometimes like just to, fuck it, let's just go for the most depressing thing ever. Like, let's just go for some, like, really gritty story that maybe is just so, I don't know, horrible to play. I so want to play this game. I just want it now.
I'm looking forward to Crackdown 3 tentatively, but I know in my heart of hearts it probably won't be very good. So I'm going to go with either Resident Evil 2 or Kingdom Hearts 3. It's probably going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 for me, just because, I mean, I'm not the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan in the world, but it's so close now that I can taste it. You know, it's got Hercules in it. It's got Big Hero 6 and Tangled and Toy Story, and I'm just super looking forward to it. I don't profess to understand anything about Kingdom Hearts, but it is a fun tribute to Disney franchises with some weird anime shit in it as well. I like the mechanics of Kingdom Hearts, and I think it should be good fun. Don't imagine it's going to be Game of the Year, but either that or Resident Evil 2 would be my most anticipated. I mean, both of them are imminent. I'm also looking forward to Devil May Cry 5 as well, by the way, I should say.
I was surprised. I thought that would be your most, actually. I'm surprised that wasn't.
I don't know. I'm not like a huge Devil May Cry fan, to be honest. I personally prefer Bayonetta.
Yeah, same.
Each to their own. But yeah, let's, for the shits and giggles, let's go with Kingdom Hearts 3 and let's see how that shakes out because it's out soon.
Yeah, there's a trailer that came out fairly recently that was like 4 minutes long, and the first 2 minutes was like, look at all these cool like worlds that you're going to explore, and the last 2 minutes of the trailer is like all this like heavy dialogue, and it's like, oh my god. Like, the trailer can sell me and the first half of it, and the next half I'm just like, oh my fuck, no.
Yeah, the thing I found with these games is that you don't really need to engage with the story that much to enjoy them.
Yeah.
I'd only played the first one, and then I dived into the 3DS one, and I really enjoyed it because it was just like, oh, it's whatever, it's Tron, and it's Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it's, this is fun, you know, I'm going around and doing battles, and it's kind of cool, and I got all these different swords, keyblades, and I'm sure there are people who have like PhDs in Kingdom Hearts who understand it, but I don't care. I just enjoy the Disney stuff, the dumb anime stuff as well, and you know, Mickey Mouse with a sword or whatever. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
My most anticipated game of 2019 is Kingdom Hearts 3.
I will just preface by saying this now. The chances that this video goes up around the time of this release, or maybe even after, so if you're thinking, oh, it's already out, Alex, like we're recording this on the 13th of January for context, so we've got another, like, what, 12 days till the game comes out.
Yeah, you've got about, like, just 2 weeks, and I am hyped for it.
But you've been playing through all the Kingdom Hearts games right now, haven't you?
I have. I didn't get into the Kingdom Hearts games until early in the 2010s, like, say, 2013, when the collections came out for 1.5. And also the biggest sell for me was just the fact that you could explore these Disney worlds. I finished Chain of Memories, I've watched the cutscenes of 358 over 2 days, I've recently finished Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm currently getting through Birth by Sleep, and so far it's been an absolute joy. But it's just that Kingdom Hearts 3 has been a game that I know many people have rated, like, say, 12 or 13 years for, because Kingdom Hearts 2 was released in 2006. And it's kind of strange to think that way, because I'm just suddenly getting into these games, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is out next week. I played it for a bit at MCM London, October 2018, and oh my god, I was having such a blast with the demo. I played it in the Toy Story world, and Toy Story was my most wanted world in Kingdom Hearts because, well, you know, it's one of my favourite Disney films. So when I saw Toy Story, like Woody and Buzz, Battle with Sora, you know, I was just like hype overload when I saw this, and then it got even further when I saw Monsters Inc. being represented, and other Disney films from the modern era like Tangled and Big Hero 6, and I cannot wait to see how they're going to like do them. I know the story's really complicated, but it has its moments, I will say, as cheesy as it gets, and that kind of adds to the charm of it. So I just can't wait to see how they might conclude things too with the third game, because there's like a dozen games that's built up to this, so it's been a good ride so far.
I mean, it's a difficult one for me because obviously I don't play as many games as I used to anymore. And I'm sort of a Nintendo fanboy, always have been, so I don't own really any other consoles. So I'd say Metroid Prime 4 is one I'm most anticipating at the moment. But obviously I'm not sure if that's coming out this year. I'm probably going to assume not.
I'll be surprised if it does.
Yeah, I mean, like I've seen rumours saying like it's coming out November this year. But considering we've heard literally nothing about it and probably won't now till E3.
The thing you've got to think about is that when it was announced, which was E3 2017, from what I've heard, the game had only just started development. So you think that this moment in time, the game's been in development for 2 years, I'd say at this point it's been in development, and a big game like Metroid Prime is going to take more than 2 years. So I'm going to guess that this is a summer 2020 game, honestly. I reckon we'll see something at this year's E3, or at least at some point this year.
Yeah, as I say, all we've got so far is the logo. Yeah, pretty much.
The best JPEG I've ever seen in my life.
We have no real confirmation of who's even developing it. Like,
no, we don't. The rumours are Namco, but like, you know, we don't know what Retro's doing. But then there's rumours of them doing that Star Fox racing game. So yeah.
So for a game that's definitely coming out this year, I'd probably say it's the 8th generation Pokemon games.
Yeah, which even then we know nothing about.
Exactly. We don't even have a logo of those, so that's even less.
Yeah. We had like the president of Pokemon company going like, yes, we're going to make a Pokemon game for Gen 8 and the Switch in 2019. Okay,
yeah.
great.
It's weird because, you know, Pokemon X and Y I didn't actually enjoy, and Sun and Moon I enjoyed actually even less perhaps.
Yeah.
So it's weird that I'm looking forward to. I think the reason I'm looking forward to them so much is because they're on Switch. I guess one thing I am hoping for is that they don't do what they did in Sun and Moon. Literally every 5 minutes you get stopped for a cutscene.
Make the game more open.
Yeah.
The concept of Sun and Moon was cool because I thought, oh, you explore these 4 different islands, but you did it in such a linear manner that they didn't feel like you were exploring at all.
I think, yeah, a lot of people want to see Pokemon with like an open world design, which I think would be really cool, really ambitious. Like these big RPG games where it's like a literally open world. You know, if you can see it in the distance, you can go there. Obviously, it'd be really, really different to what Pokemon actually is. It would have to be completely different.
If they do what Zelda did with Breath of the Wild, I'd love to see it like that evolution again with Pokemon, because I feel like Pokemon just got so stale in the last few years.
Yeah, that's what I think. They're trying as hard as they can to like build upon it, but they're just building upon a formula that I think is getting quite dated. I could say that, and then this game could just do the same thing, build upon it, but it could turn out really, really, really good. I don't know, but I think maybe now's the time to try and completely reinvent it, especially now that it's on a HD home console.